Uh-huh. You already know what it is. Welcome back to the Broken Mute Button Network. As always, you are now tuned into Rumble Ready Fight Podcast. Kiki, what's happening? Talk to me. What's going
What's
on, man?
going
How's your
on,
day?
family? What's going on, family? I hope y'all ready for this weekend. We got some fight. We got a fight coming up. Hopefully, the winner of Plant and Charlo, they can step in the ring, and Charlo get to get more than a slap back. You know.
Yeah, I
Then
get
we
too
got a.
buddy right now with him though. I don't like it.
Well, he's keeping it professional. There's a time and place for that. Definitely keeping it professional. I like it.
That's fair. That's fair.
It's a good look for the sport. It
Mm-hmm.
shows just professionalism, and
Professionalism, yeah.
then after
Okay.
they fight, it'll show the sportsmanship aspect of it.
Yeah,
So I'm
yeah,
I'm
okay.
just being patient about that. But yo, Tevin
Mm-hmm.
Farmer, Schofield,
Versus,
that
yeah.
was that came left.
Yeah,
I
that
wasn't
came out of
expecting
nowhere.
that. But why Farmer? Like they think they see something.
Well, my boy Floyd. My boy Floyd.
Yeah, my boy Floyd, he gonna pull out the fight last minute, 2 weeks. Yeah, just attach his name to Farmer's name. Yeah, I just hope the
Yo,
fight happens. That kid getting
yeah.
schooled. That kid
You
is
think
getting
so?
schooled. Farmer has too much experience. Too much experience.
I
He's gonna
actually kind of
dance
agree
circles
with you.
around that ring. That kid doesn't have the experience. Is no comparison.
Yeah, I agree with that, to be
It's
honest
no
with you.
comparison. I mean, styles make fights.
Yeah, styles make fights,
Farmer,
and
let's
then,
not forget he's a slick southpaw.
yeah.
Okay, he
But
might not have power, but he got pop.
but these young fighters, in order for them to get somewhere, they got to beat a name. So, anything can happen. Like, Schofield could probably go out there and actually dominate the fight for all we know.
I do not see that happening.
You don't
I
see
do
it happening?
not see that. No, no, no. I guess maybe they probably looking at Farmer's last performance. I guess they probably
Hmm.
saying he can't really hurt Schofield because he really don't got no KO power. I guess they probably feel like
Yeah,
it's a safe fight for him.
yeah.
But no, I could see Tevin Farmer completely dominating Schofield.
Yeah, but my thing with Kid Austin, like, I wanted not to be like pocket watching. I want to know how much he got paid for this fight for him to turn down Abdullah Mason, the $1 million offer that he was offered to fight Abdullah Mason. Because his dad
Mm.
came out on record and said they turned that down. So that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why would you turn that down? You know what I'm saying? To and not fight Abdullah Mason, who's probably you've got a little more experience than you know what I'm saying. And you could have got an easy payday if you would have felt that
But
way.
that boy got punching power in both hands, sir. That's
Yeah, but
why. Answers your
but
question right there.
but that boy, you need to learn how to set up that punching power a little bit better, though.
That's true. That's true. Abdullah gets hit.
Uh huh.
He sits on his punches a lot.
Yeah.
But I notice he fight fighters who stand right in front of him.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think even
Yeah.
a
For
fighter
sure.
like Tevin Farmer would give Abdullah Mason a problem.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Just moving and
I think he would definitely lose with the way I've been watching him fight the last couple of fights. He would definitely lose to Tevin Farmer to me, my
he's
opinion.
comfortable. He has to plan. He has to plan his feet to get his shit off.
Yep.
Definitely has to
Mm-hmm.
plan his feet, and
Mm-hmm.
an experienced fighter take advantage of that.
Imagine a nigga with that fucking that pull straight that James Tony had. Imagine a
Oh
nigga that
man.
pull counter he had fight
Oh
Abdullah Mason.
man.
Oh my
That
god, bro. Yeah,
yo.
bro, that would have been
Mm.
that would be nasty, bro. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So hopefully, like Abdullah, he's fighting on that card with Keyshawn Davis and Edwin De Los Santos. So hopefully he shows something. You know what I'm saying? He's fighting a lot, but the thing is, he might need a little
Who
bit of.
is he fighting? He's fighting fights. He's fighting fighters he's supposed to beat. They want to keep
Yeah,
his confidence high. They want to keep his name out there, keep him known as a knockout artist.
yeah.
But I want to
But
see them step his game up, man.
I'm not gonna get even mad at him. You know why? For the simple fact that if you want to keep it 100 with you, they offered Floyd Schofield $1 million to fight him. It's not like he wasn't trying to look for smoke. That would have been a great fight. I mean, I understand like maybe if hopefully they could get to a point where they're bigger names and then they do the fight because obviously maybe it's going to be more money in there for them. You know what I'm saying? But if it don't happen and the opportunity to get that $1 million and one of them takes an L, like right now, early in their career, that $1 million is off the table right now.
I could see Schofield's father picking a safe fight for him. As a father, right? When it comes down to your fighter, and you're supposed to always have 100% confidence in your child, but at the
Yeah,
same time, you know what your only a father, a trainer knows what their fighter is really capable of. I
yeah,
think when it comes down to Schofield Senior's his position on certain things, I think he would rather see his son be outboxed than stopped.
yeah.
Meaning, you know what I'm saying? Like Shakur would definitely go the distance. That's how he
Mm-hmm.
feels. Farmer would definitely go the distance. That's how he feel.
Yeah,
Abdullah Mason, it could be a short night. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? It could definitely be a short night for his son. Again, his son got, I forgot which fighter hurt him. He went back to the damn corner and almost fell off the goddamn
yeah.
stool.
This dude, yep. I remember that. I
Like, yo,
remember
come
that.
on. And this is a fighter that he's not a known fighter that did that to him.
Yep.
So, so stuff like that you gotta be mindful of too. So I believe they chose, even though he was offered $1 million, I believe they thinking longevity. Let him just keep racking up his wins. Again, he could definitely have the leverage at the negotiation table with that O. You know,
Yeah. Of course.
I think Tav. Oh, that's it. Sorry, I said Tav. Sorry, Tevin Farmer is more of he looked at that as more of a safe fight for him. At least if his son loses,
Yeah.
his son to go the distance, he won't get knocked out and lose his confidence.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I believe it was more of a
It'll
safe
seem
fight.
like it'll be more of a close fight. He
Right.
definitely. I know I know, right? If he wins this fight, he's definitely immediately going to try to attach his name to Tank immediately. They're already talking about Tank already and all that, so you know that's going to happen. There's no
But I hear
debating on that.
is the key thing is attaching his name to Tank, and I think that's the only thing he gonna fucking do. That's it. He is not gonna get in the ring with Tank. He is
Yeah,
not going to get in the
I
ring
don't
with
think
Tank.
I don't think Tank is going. Yeah, he won't show up to the fight. He'll get sick.
He
He'll get stage fright
something to
again.
happen. Right.
Yeah,
Something is gonna happen. Um, come on, man. I mean, when
because
is he supposed
that's
to be fighting Farmer?
I can
Because
look
if
it
he
up real
fight in
quick.
July, I mean, he could have fought Shakur. If they fight in July, I mean, he could have fought Shakur.
I think they are fighting in July. Yeah, keep talking though. While I'm looking it up.
Yeah, I would still like to see Schofield and Shakur go at it. I think it'd be a nice sparring session for Shakur and a learning and a learning experience for Schofield.
Yeah, the fight is June 28th.
He's fighting Tevin Farmer June 28th.
Yep,
Bro, he could have fought Shakur. I don't
that's
understand that.
literally in a that's
He could
literally in
have
a
fought
month.
Shakur is fighting in July. He could have fought
Yeah,
Shakur. All they had to do is
yeah,
postpone the fight. He could
yeah.
have he could have fought him. He
But
was
the thing
training
is,
for him and everything.
we don't know if Shakur didn't want the fight because I do believe Shakur said in the interview that he's not even looking at that shit no more since he didn't even show up to the fight.
This nigga be getting on. He be getting on my fucking nerve too. Like he it. Like, come on. To me, he's still on proven ground. Like, come
So
on, man.
he's still a prospect.
I'm still mad he didn't take that deal with Devin Haney. Okay, Haney
Hmm.
had all the belts. He was undisputed, and you worrying about money when you know you can beat this dude. You're not
Yeah,
thinking longevity. Like he just thinking for the moment. Like, bro, you're not thinking longevity. Like, yo, if
yeah,
you beat this dude, you're undisputed.
and your A
You ain't gotta
side.
fight. You ain't gotta unify with this fighter, unify with that fighter. No, all the belts are on the line. Ring magazine, all like you're undisputed.
Hmm.
He didn't take the fight because of the money.
Yeah,
Come
and
on, man. Come on.
what he wanted a 70, what was it, 70-30 or 80-20 or
Man,
some shit.
listen. If the motherfucker wanted 75-25, yo, I'm signing that. I'm signing that. Let me
Yeah,
get that. Let me get
yep,
that. So, because after that, now I can negotiate fights, and I have my O
hmm,
at the negotiating table. So I'm undisputed,
exactly.
and I have my O. I'm
And that's
calling the
what
shots.
Haney did with the with
With
Cambosa.
Cambosos, that's a fact.
Yeah,
Fought him twice because he knew he can
hmm,
beat him. If you know you can beat somebody, to me, I would just mad. To me, a lot of these fighters let their ego get in the way a lot of things, man. And I think it was
yeah,
Shakur. He let his ego get in the way. I'm not taking that. Da, da, da. But you ain't even thinking straight. You ain't got nobody in your team saying, "Yo, bro, that's easy. That motherfucker food."
Yeah.
Like, yo, that motherfucker, take that. You
And
ain't got
it
nobody
probably,
saying take that.
and to be honest with you, it's like if his big payday was 2.5 for this fight when he fought the utility worker or plumber or whatever the hell that
Mm-hmm.
nigga was, when he fought him, that little 20% that he was getting for that fight probably would have been about the same amount because that fight would have sold. That would have been a big
Definitely, hell
big
yeah.
fight. You know what I'm
It definitely
saying?
would have sold. Let's talk about fighters do get bonuses in their contract when they win
Hmm.
fights too. And I'm pretty sure he would have gotten a percentage of the pay-per-view and all of that
Yeah,
stuff too, man. I just
and the
think he
seats and shit like
I
that.
just
Yeah,
think he let his ego get in the way of things and he feels like he's the A side and these fighters be getting too comfortable, man. Sometimes you gotta be get uncomfortable to get comfortable again.
yeah, and that shit kind of slowed him down. You could kind of tell, bro.
Yeah. It put him in the
Like,
back seat of things, man. Now
hmm
you got dudes like
yeah.
Lamont Roach fighting Tank, and it's really official. And I ain't never seen Tank this quiet though, man. That shit getting a little scary too.
He
He used to be
fighting,
on.
and I mean, he was kind of quiet coming up to leading up to this fight too, until like he was out at the press conferences and shit. Other than that, you ain't really hear him on the first fight. Same shit
Mm,
again. Yeah, you know what I'm
mm.
saying? They fighting in August, so we're gonna see what's up with that. We got to fund some of the fights, bro. But July is gonna be starting this month is when it really gets crazy. But July,
Pacquiao too. He fighting in July too.
that shit, I can't. Yeah, and the Usyk, the boy too. You
I
know what I'm
want to.
saying?
Yeah. I hope they don't rob that man. Usyk is vulnerable to body shots. It's a wrap. It's over. It's
Yep.
over. He's been exposed. He's been
It,
exposed.
that seems like to be the trend for Eastern Europeans. You know what I'm saying?
Them body
Body
shots,
shot.
right?
Yeah, them body shots. You know what I'm saying? So
They don't do. He probably don't do roll work. I don't know. He probably don't do no. I ain't gonna say roll work, but he need to work on his stomach more. Like get his abs together, man. Like that's
yeah,
crazy.
hell yeah, fucking Caleb Plant. Yeah, Caleb Plant. He fighting some dude. I've never even heard of this dude. He fighting. You know what I'm saying?
I
But
got Plant. I got Plant
yeah,
outboxing him.
Plant
He's fighting somebody he's
Plant
supposed to win. He's
yeah,
fighting
Plant's my
somebody he's
boy.
supposed to beat just to set up him and Charlo.
Yeah, that's
Charlo,
what
he's
both
coming back to a fight for
they
confidence
both
builder.
supposed to. You think somebody's gonna fuck up the money?
Bro, you see Charlo's opponent, that motherfucker looked like a little fucking kid. He looked like he looked like a baby. Like
I'm
Charlo gonna
just
fuck that
asking you,
boy
do
up,
you think
man.
somebody's gonna fuck up the money, bro?
Nah. Both of them are going in there to do what they're supposed to do. And they carefully match Charlo because they want him to get his confidence back.
I mean, well,
So
he
he's
fought Jose Benavidez the last fight,
well,
and
I
he
mean,
won.
again, it's a confidence builder. I would want, to be honest, I would want him to fight two. I'm glad he's taking two tune-up fights before he steps in the ring with Plant. I'm
I got
glad.
Plant if they fight.
Nah, I got Charlo.
That's
I
my
got
nigga.
Charlo.
I'll fuck with Caleb Plant.
We already know you don't
I
like the Charlos. You don't like none of the Charlos. You don't even like the
yeah,
Charlo that was undisputed. You still watching.
yeah,
You
nah,
still
that
ain't even
nigga
giving
suck.
him the credit for his achievements. And
He
you
ain't
don't
no
like Big
legend.
Charlo at all, man. Just tell the fans what he did. The Charlos took his girl in high school back in the day.
What?
Charlos
Them
took his
niggas from
girl in high school.
them niggas is not. We're not even from the same state.
Hey, when
Like
they came
what?
out to Florida to have fun. You know what I'm saying? They took my
I
man
ain't even
Kenny
go to
girl
high
to
school. Nigga, what?
yeah, man. Yeah.
This nigga be tripping, bro. This nigga's a wild nigga, bro. Nigga said high
Oh
school in
man.
Florida.
Yeah,
I ain't go
man.
to no goddamn high school in
Oh
Florida.
man. Nah, but I just look for. I hope they both do their thing they can set up that fight at the end. I could see Charlo fighting before him. So I could see when Plant beats dude, I could see Charlo stepping in the ring after the main event and them two,
Mhm.
talking about whatever it is and they get it on. So I
Yeah.
hope
You
that's
already know.
that's the case.
Yeah, hell yeah. So like I said, I got Caleb Plant. Fuck them niggas.
Want to bet money on that fight? I got $100 on that fight. What's up?
What's up?
hundred
We talk
dollars on
about
it.
it off here. All right.
Copy.
Next fight. We got next weekend is Keyshawn Davis and Edwin De Los
Yeah,
Santos. That shit's there.
I got Keyshawn in that fight. I got Keyshawn.
Stoppage or decision?
Mm. I got
I'm going
stoppage.
with.
I got
Yeah, I'm
stoppage.
about
I'm
to
gonna go
say
with
I'm going
stoppage.
with I'm going with
But
stoppage
this,
too, bro.
I don't see a KO. I can see a TKO happening. I could see a TKO. I can't see a knockout.
Yeah, TKO for sure.
I
Not
can
a
see him
KO.
getting pummeled and the ref, him not looking
Eventually, he
too
just stops
good
it.
and the ref stopping it. Yeah,
What
I can see
what
that
round you
happening.
predicting it in? I'm going with round
Ooh,
8,
that's
maybe
crazy. You
9.
say 8 because I'm saying 7.
Okay, I'm
I'm
going
saying
8,
7.
maybe 9, and you
Copy.
saying 7. Okay,
I would say
all right,
You said 8, maybe 9. I'm saying 7
yeah,
and maybe 8.
okay. And then you got Abdullah Mason. I think he gonna get this dude out of here like early.
Don't even know who the dude is, but
His
maybe
name is
do that.
Jeremiah Nakatila. I think he's some African dude.
What's his record?
I think we spoke about it last week on a damn show. Let me look that shit up because that nigga was kind of difficult to find on BoxRec. But keep talking.
Well, listen, I got Mason by maybe I would say 5th or 6th round.
5th or 6th round.
Stoppage, yeah.
How
KO.
many rounds is that fight though? That's the thing. He don't be fighting like.
Probably 10 rounds. I hope they up it up and make him, like
Nah,
a
he
true
ain't doing
professional.
no. He hasn't even
He need
fought
to
an
go
8-round
12.
fight yet. He
Huh?
hasn't even been scheduled for an 8-round fight yet. How you gonna
Bro,
move?
you
How you gonna?
sure? Bro, I could have sworn I seen him in the 10 round bout.
I have not seen him in a 10-round bout. He's always opening the damn cards.
No, but they've been making him co-main event a lot too.
I can tell you right now, Abdullah Mason, his last fight was a. Do they tell you how many fucking rounds it
It
was?
should. You can ask Chat GPT; it'll definitely tell you. Because
Let's see.
Abdullah Mason's last fight
Oh, his
a
last
10
one
round bout.
it was a 10-round fight
A
and
10
he
round bout,
lost.
right? I knew it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was 10 round and he won in the 6th. And the fights before that was 8. All of those were
Copy.
8. That's
Okay.
why Okay, yeah, he fought all those with 8s and then he had a few 6. This one is a 10-round fight too. Yeah,
Okay.
and
So
he's
the nigga
fighting
step
this
his game
nigga.
up.
Yeah, he fighting this dude here. He's 26-4. He's got 21 KOs, but he's been knocked out 2 times.
So if he got knocked out twice, Abdullah can knock his ass out for the 3rd time.
Oh yeah, this fight's gonna be over early.
Early. I'm saying
This is gonna
5 or
be
6
early.
rounds. The 5th or 6th round. Abdullah
I'm going.
stoppage KO.
I'm going 4th or 5th.
Damn.
I think it's
Okay,
gonna
that's
be.
still close.
Yeah,
Still good.
I think it's gonna be quick. Quick work of him. Move on.
Right.
Call out. Yeah, I want to see Abdullah Mason call out Kid Austin, Floyd Schofield Jr. I want to see him call him out. I want
That'd
to
be
see Abdullah
good.
Mason call him out right after the fight. Like
That'd be
we need
cool.
to get back to that, man. UFC, they do that shit all the time. We need to get boxing really back to that. Everybody talking about, yeah, I'm gonna go talk to my team, blah blah blah, all this bullshit. All praises to God, all this shit. Nah,
It,
man, praise to God, but I want to see y'all fight too. You know what I'm
it's
saying? Call
only
out these fighters, get this money up.
it's only been one fighter in these last couple of years that's actually been calling fighters out and making these fights happen, and that's Ryan Garcia. T.O., you always hear him calling fighters out, but there's nothing more after that. There's
Yeah, he
nothing
talking
being
about
done
he
behind
got
the
fired.
scenes.
He talking about he got fired and all that and shit by Turkey or whoever or WBO or whoever it is. He's talking about, yeah, I got fired. I don't know. He didn't say who it was, but he said something about
He got
Turkey.
fired,
Slick.
and his last performance was the best performance on the card. So he got
I think it
fired.
might. Remember, he was under investigation. I don't know if that might have something to do with WBO
Investigation
or
under
some shit.
investigation for what?
Because of the whole the video when he was talking about he was saying liquor, but it sounded like he was saying nigger. Was that nigger and all that and shit? But he was saying liquor. He was saying
I ain't even.
liquor.
Yeah,
I saw the
it must be
video.
on
It didn't.
Instagram. I didn't.
Yeah, it didn't
He
sound like he was saying liquor at all. He was like,
he
"Where's
probably
that?
was
Why would you
saying nigga.
even
He been
say where's
saying
that liquor?"
nigga and
Yeah,
monkey shit and all kinds.
yeah,
He's been using a lot of racial slurs,
yeah.
but he felt
And
like he would get a.
honestly, if Boots is not taking it, not to cut you off, if Boots is not taking this fight, bro, against him, bro, and he's out here saying all that, and Boots is not taking this fight, while he's saying that, I'm gonna be more disappointed at Boots. You know what I'm saying?
You want him to get in there?
Because
You want him going in and whoop ass of black people? Know what you
I want
say?
to go. I want I mean, Crawford and none of them is going to come down there. Who else is going
well,
to fight him? Devin
Crawford
Haney is
seen
not
him
going to
at the
hurt him.
fight and put his hands around him. Like, now say with all that
Yeah,
shit you were saying, he kind of
yeah.
made him
He
cop the
folded
plea.
up.
Yeah, he
Yeah, but
folded.
then when he was around, I'll be talking again. Head ass
Right,
nigga.
right,
Fuck
right.
out of here, T.O. Fimo.
But I guess it's again, everybody knows it's about controversy, and A
Yeah,
lot
but you
of
ain't got to go
TOs
like
like
that.
you got some people that go that route, man.
Yeah,
It's sad, but you got
but you're not
people that go
fighting
that route.
nobody though.
It's about him keeping his name relevant because people always. It's like in you know in the sport of boxing, like people pick up more negative things that you do than positive things.
Yeah,
Like it could be
Teofimo.
Tio could be going to food banquets and feeding the poor and stuff like that. Nobody will never hear about that, but you'll hear about him saying nigga. So you know what I'm saying. So it's like that. It's a shitty way about a shitty way to go about doing things. But you know, I
It's a
understand
way
he's not really
shitty way
getting
to go about it,
promoted.
but
He's not getting promoted the way he should.
so you
His
go, you get.
career is
It's
at a
still not
halt.
an excuse to be out there calling niggas monkeys, eating bananas, calling them niggas, and all types of funny shit. Then
I mean,
cop and
I don't
please,
agree with that.
then cop and please, and then going right back to it when niggas ain't around. That's some
So
sucker shit. That's why
it
Boots
is.
needs to beat the shit out of him. You know what I'm saying? Because Devin
Boots
Haney
gonna
is
hurt that
not gonna.
fucking man.
Devin Haney, especially the new Devin Haney, is not gonna beat the shit out of Teofimo. He doesn't even hurt people now, so he's not gonna hurt him. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, hold on. He did pick it up at the end of
Come on,
late in the
bro.
fight though. He
Pick up
started
what?
utilizing his jab, going upstairs, going downstairs. I think he just fought a real smart fight. I believe he probably had a conversation with Floyd. Floyd said, "Man, listen, man, go back to your old shit, man. And once you start getting comfortable, everything just work off the jab. Everything gonna fall right into place when you work off your jab." And I believe he worked off his jab and he felt comfortable enough in the fight to really start letting his hands go. Because remember, it's about you being it's about a fighter being comfortable in the ring. AB, he lost that comfort in the ring once he got hurt. So
Mm-hmm.
he always fought a cautious a cautious fight. Always. Come on, he got
Mm-hmm.
knocked out by Blair Cobbs, bro. Blair Cobbs. Come on, brother. Yo, what's next for Blair Cobbs? Like we don't even hear from him. I
We don't
mean,
hear nothing from him. He be acting like he be calling people out to act like he want to fight him,
he's at
but
147,
no.
right?
Yeah, I believe he's at 147.
They might put Devin and ass in the ring with that motherfucker.
Might as well. Shit.
Oh, he left-handed too. He'll fuck Devin up. They better not do that
You
shit.
see, he made your boy Broner fall.
Then he knocked Broner tooth out too. Dropped
Yeah,
him
he
and
knocked
knocked
his
his
tooth
tooth
out
out.
too.
Humiliated the
Hell yeah.
man. Shit.
Humiliated the fuck out that nigga. That nigga is crazy.
That was crazy. And it's
Yeah.
sad, man. I was just watching something on YouTube about Adrian Broner. And he had the machine behind him, but he liked discipline. And even
Mm-hmm.
they kept investing money into him, like these comeback fights. Like
Yep. They damn sure
and
was. Hell
he
yeah, they
just
was.
couldn't
He
do
just
it. You
couldn't
hear
fathom.
yeah, his old coach wasn't training him. I forgot I think his old coach. I think it might have been his dad or somebody. But he started training with Kevin Cunningham, and Kevin
Okay.
Cunningham like, yo, let your hands go, man. Just let your
Yeah.
goddamn hands go. You hear him yelling at him
Yeah.
in the corner. You're not gonna win no fights like that. He is
Yeah.
like he went in there
And meanwhile,
trying to look good.
It's Yes Man agreeing with him when he come up there bullshit talking about he
Yo, you
won.
won
He
that
said,
fight, man. That's fucked up. Kind of
yeah.
remind me
Nigga
of the
said
movie
I'll
Great
whoop
White Hype.
Pacquiao. He said I'll whoop Pacquiao ass. I'm like, whoop what?
I know I won that fight. He was confident. He lost like a motherfucker. He was
Lost like
so
a
confident he
motherfucker.
lost. He
Mm-hmm.
was so confident in that loss. Like,
Mm-hmm.
damn, that's crazy.
Yep. He even said he beat Blair Cobb.
See, now people just
Word
gonna think
up.
that nigga on drugs. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah,
That's
for
just the
sure.
drugs and whatever it
Mm-hmm.
is that he's doing is just talking because, yo, he would have beaten Mikey Garcia had he let his hands go. He started letting his hands go towards the end of the fight. I'm like, yo, if you was doing this in fucking round one,
He
you would
did
have
it.
won the fight.
He let off a couple of combos against Pacquiao, and I was like, bro, let your fucking hands go. You're catching them, bro. You quick. Like
Broner
you
had
afraid
pop.
of the
He had nice
yeah.
pop. He
Yeah. And I
just
was like,
couldn't. It was over. Once he couldn't pull a trigger, I said, damn, man. It's
yeah,
over, man.
yeah, that nigga crazy, bro. So you ready to address it? You ready to address it? I know this is your moments
Get the
right here.
drum roll.
The drum roll, please. Jimmy Mungia, Jamie.
Breaking news. Another drug goddamn cheat in the sport of boxing. Oh my gosh. But guess where it's from? Guess which team, family? Team Canelo. Team Canelo
Team
strikes
Reynoso.
again. Team Reynoso. Yes, Team Reynoso. Okay. Jaime Mungia. Okay. Everybody was wondering the first fight he had, the dude whooped his ass. Came
Knocked him
back
the
to
fuck
rematch.
out.
They saying this dude was looking, oh my gosh, Jaime has never looked this good before. Oh, he looks great. He looks good. Yeah. Now you know why. Okay. Sample came back negative. I'm sorry. Sample came back positive. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Came back
he got
positive.
another. They
Okay.
doing
For a
another
cheating ass
sample.
bitch.
We don't have no results for this next sample yet.
He's still a cheating bitch. He's still a cheating bitch. And he needs to be banned from the sport of boxing. Okay? The whole team needs to be, come on, man. The whole team needs to be investigated. The
Yo,
whole team.
you seen what what's homeboy name? I think it's Jeremy Fiorentino.
You sent me the
He
video and he breaks it down.
mm-hmm.
All of them, bro. All of them
Yep.
need to be investigated, man.
Oscar
All of them.
Valdez got popped
All of
for
them.
juicing.
He tried
Fucking
to say it was tea.
Canelo.
Then he tried to say it was tea. He had tea.
Yeah, no,
Come on, man.
strawberry lemonade or some shit like that.
Some tea.
And
Come
no,
on, man.
Ryan Garcia, I think he said strawberry lemonade, but Ryan
Ryan
Garcia.
said strawberry lemonade. Valdez said tea, and there's another fighter on there. I forgot his name though. Louis
Was it
something.
Luis Neri?
Right. He tests positive too.
Yeah.
And Canelo and
I think that's it so far. Oscar Valdez, Canelo, Mungia,
Louis and
Neri,
Mungia,
and Garcia. 5.
right, cheating bastards, and they all should be banned from the store. They all. But the thing that's pissing me off is like, yo, you telling me they can't get these blood samples back sooner because you're putting fighters in there with these dudes that's on this shit. I thought the
Yeah,
whole purpose of a drug test was to prevent things like that from happening.
yeah.
So now if a fighter's going in there training hard and he's drug free, you're allowing this dude to take a fucking beating from motherfucker on drugs. You're giving the other person, the other fighter, the advantage.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yo, how
Yep.
y'all not like? Come on, this shit gotta stop. This shit has got. Listen, man, a fighter's safety to me is way more important than the money, way more.
Yeah.
Okay, but you know the business side of boxing, they do shit ass backwards. Okay, fighters should be cleared before they step in the ring, bro.
Yeah.
That's
They
gonna
should have
always
a.
be my take on that.
But you know why they don't want to do that shit though? Because they fuck up the money that night. What they gotta can't remember with John Jones
Mm-hmm.
and Daniel Cormier when they was having a rematch. John Jones tested positive. They do their shit before that nigga tested positive the day before the fight. You know what I'm saying? So boxing probably needs to do that. You know what I'm saying? I get it. You'll lose money on the main events
No,
if
you
that
should
fight's a
lose your
main
whole
event or a
fucking purse.
co-main event.
No, because you.
No,
All
I'm
right,
talking about
I feel
just
like
the promoter.
that too, but I feel like when a fighter tests dirty, you put another fighter's life on the line, and the other fighter who popped dirty, his whole purse should go to the fighter. I'm sorry, his whole purse. If you don't want to ban this fighter for life, his whole purse should go to that fighter. They should do it
You
like
don't
that.
you think they should still make him fight? Well, if they do the whole
Um,
purse, a nigga ain't gonna fight. You got to give him at least 50% of it,
Fuck 50% of what,
or
nigga? You cheated,
40%.
nigga. You're lucky you getting. You lucky you still can make money in the sport. Your license should be taken from you. Your license should be revoked. Okay? You know,
Mm-hmm.
you telling me, bro, you have no idea what's going on in your body, what's being placed in your body. As a fighter, discipline is everything.
You do have. I'm watching. We was watching some movie, right? Me and my lady. It was on Netflix. I forget the name of it. This dude was like an MMA fighter and shit, right? And he lost to the dude the first time, and then he had a rematch, obviously towards the end of the movie, or it was a series or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then towards the end of the series, right before the dude was about to get drug tested, he asked somebody to go get him a bottle of water. And this is a dude he trusted in his camp. And the dude had drugs on him, right? And he was debating whether he was going to put the drugs in there or not. And then when he went inside the thing to give him the bottle of the water, homeboy, he didn't even look at homeboy hand and see that he actually had dust on it. And he opened up the bottle of water. He didn't check to see if the seal was broke or anything like that. He just opened it, started drinking it. And that's how the series ended to get ready for the second season. So we're going to know if he's going to test positive, if he just had to, if his homeboy drugged him. Or, it might be some type of hate and shit like that could be in the camp too. But I don't think it's in Canelo's
Ain't
camp.
no
It could be in
motherfucker
someone
who
else's.
relying on ain't no motherfucker, bro. If I'm a fighter, right? And
Yeah.
I'm a professional fighter, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you know my reputation means everything to me. These fighters are know what the fuck is going on. Trust me, okay? I pay you. You're part of my team. I pay you. So if you fuck up the bag, okay,
Mm-hmm.
you know you gone. You
Yeah.
know you gone. So I don't think a fighter will, somebody from the team would do something, put themselves out there like that without a fighter knowing what's going on. Fighters know what's going on. Trust me, bro. They know what's going
Nigga
on,
said
bro.
Canelo knew what was in that steak.
Of course he did. He lied about the fucking being in fucking states. That was bullshit. That was bullshit. Even Triple G said, "Yo, he know that I know something was wrong. He's strong, and I hit him with the shot, and he, Triple G knew he was on some shit the first fight. He knew he
Because
was on something.
the first fight, he was saying Canelo clean with some shit, bro.
Yo, and Canelo was there.
Yeah, he was there.
Canelo
He
was there.
he was there for sure. He
But
backed
what
up a
about
couple
but
of
the
times
second
though.
fight? But the second fight, Canelo, Triple G hit Canelo with some shit too, and Canelo was still there.
Yeah.
I'm just
In
like,
the third fight,
damn.
forget about it. Canelo smoked that nigga the third
You
fight.
smoked him the third. But you gotta
Yeah, he was
understand
old
Triple G
by
was
then.
aging. Right,
Yeah.
right, right. So nigga was an old man by then. He done got his money and bounced after that. Shit.
Yeah. That fight was
He's
like a
wait,
pointless
wait,
fight.
is he officially retired? Because I hope
Yeah,
he's
he's
not.
done.
Okay,
He's
okay.
done. Yeah, he's done. He's done.
That's good.
Yeah, you haven't even heard nothing really about him at all. With all these fights going on, you haven't heard no Triple G. Yeah, he's chilling right now. And you know, a lot of them guys over there in Europe, when they retire, they really retire. You
Right.
know what
Oh
I'm
yeah,
saying?
that
Except for
that bag
Tyson
is
Fury.
different. That American money is different when you go over there. On
No, it's
Tyson
not.
Fury in UK,
Not in UK. UK money
them
is worth more than
motherfuckers be,
ours.
Tyson Fury, what? How much? What? He over 100 million?
Yeah, and
He's
that's you,
made
and
in
that's
in a
UK
single
money.
fight.
That's UK money. Pounds and euros is worth more than US dollar.
I ain't
And
gonna
now if
lie,
they was in
man.
like now if they was like in South America or some shit like that, or one of those whack ass
Shit.
countries over there, or
Yo,
like I say one of Asia or some shit like that, then
they
the money
say
be crazy.
UK fans are very, very loyal, bro.
Oh yeah, for
Very,
sure.
very loyal.
Bro, they came all the way over here for the Hatton
Ricky
fight,
Hatton,
Hatton
right?
Mayweather fight.
With the
Yeah.
drums and all of that shit, man. I
Hmm.
remember.
And he got his ass
There's
stupid ass knocked
only
out.
one Ricky Hatton.
Hatton, he got his stupid ass knocked out in front of
You
all
got
of them too.
how you get knocked out by a fighter that was going backwards? Caught that nigga with a check hook,
Check hook
and
twice.
then he ran into the buckle. Boom, face first.
He was kept, and
And
the crazy thing, he was catching with the shit the entire fight,
yes, he
and
was.
he didn't
Let him
adjust
come
at
rushing in.
all. He
Let
didn't
him come
adjust at
rushing.
all.
Boop. And
That
then he
nigga
would
sucked.
grab him to offset him.
Yep. So you saying Canelo? Well, you know how I feel about the whole juice and shit. Like it's like when it's contact in the sports, where it's pretty much a form of assault legally. You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
feel like there definitely should be harsher penalties.
I,
Um,
right.
I know UFC and they commissions. I know they be doing like 2 year bans. Maybe the ban needs to be extended more.
So what happened to the purse and stuff like that too in the UFC?
I think
Because
they
that's
lose
an
a
assault.
percentage,
That's an assault in the ring. See, that's why the Haneys filed a criminal complaint.
bro. I'm
No,
not
no,
trying
but
to
hear me
hear
out
that
because
shit,
it's
bro.
really an
No, I
assault.
don't want to
That's
hear
like
that shit, bro.
that's a weapon. That's a weapon. That's a
Okay,
fucking
bro.
weapon. The
Okay.
motherfucker didn't come in there on the even playing field. That nigga came in there with some shit in the system that can really hurt a fighter and damage a fighter
Yeah.
mentally. It did damage a fighter mentally. We witnessed Devin Haney's first comeback after the loss.
So that and the plaster and the gloves is the worst shit ever you could do in boxing.
Right. Yo, we
Yeah.
people don't want to talk about that shit, but Miguel Cotto, he quit in that first fight. That motherfucker was on his knee, he looked in his corner and said,
Yeah.
they don't talk about that. He
Hmm.
quit when he fought Margarito. He
Yeah.
damn
He
sure looked
can,
at his uncle like when he was on
but
his knee, he was like,
because he was hitting the shit out that nigga the whole fight and
hey,
nothing was
hey,
happening. He might
still,
have
man.
been
You let
juicing in that fight too. Honestly, Margarito, I wouldn't be surprised if he was juicing
nah,
too.
that nigga had
He
that
got caught
cement.
with that.
I've watched a lot of Margarito fights, and I remember he beat the shit out of fighters. Fucking air came off his fucking head. Nigga shit just
Mhm.
hanging. And what I notice is, right, he always pick up in the middle of the fight. Like
Yeah.
Margarito start picking up, start teeing off on your ass in that fourth round, fifth
Pause.
round, sixth round, and so on. Pause. because it takes time for that shit to get hard. Pause.
Pause. That was
And
crazy.
he whoop your ass. I said,
Yeah,
yo, oh shit, this guy just, and he keeps coming forward and he just throwing punches. Just
yeah.
throwing them, boom, boom, hitting you in your arm, stomach, anywhere. He just, boom, boom, he just throwing punches.
Hell yeah, I agree.
Getting hit with bricks on your arms and all that, boom, boom. Like, yo,
That's
that's
how. That's
crazy.
what Canelo think he gonna do to Terrence Crawford. Keep punching him in the arm.
Well, Bud ain't look good his last fight.
Yeah.
I don't know if he
my
was
brother
just,
actually, my brother actually told me he went back and watched it. He was like, "Yeah, Bud did get hit a lot in that fight."
he got hit a lot. He didn't look good in that fight. I don't know if I know that they said he came in at 175. You could fact check that if you want to. They said he
Yeah.
came in the ring as heavy as he's ever been. And I
Hmm.
believe in that fight he was just pinpointing his shots
Yeah.
and trying to preserve energy. That's what I believe.
Yeah.
That's why he didn't look so good. But
Yeah.
again, I feel like if you move up in a weight class to fight a champion, you're supposed to beat a champion convincingly. He did not beat that guy convincingly to me.
Yeah.
Now Virgil Ortiz beat the
That
guy
was gonna
convincingly.
beat. He beat the shit out that
He beat him
nigga.
convincingly. So I
Yeah.
guess Bud just moved up, and he I think he was just preserving his fights and just really picking his shots. He didn't want to throw
Madrimov
too
is the name
much.
of the guy too. Madrimov, we
Madrimov,
know your
yes,
name.
Madrimov.
You do have a name.
Shit, now
All
you
right.
do.
Anyway, bro, it's time to get to that segment, the Chat
Let's go.
GPT segment. Let's talk about dream matches. First up, we got who we got. Who we got?
Canelo Alvarez
Oh,
versus Roy Jones. Prom.
Prime versus Prime.
Oh, Roy Jones. Roy Jones without a doubt.
And both of them on that juice.
Yup. Roy.
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 I got Roy
Roy.
too. I got Roy.
Roy.
I got Roy as well. Obviously, this fight would most likely take place at 168
I
or
got Roy stopping it.
175.
I got Roy by TKO.
Roy by TKO.
Yup. I could see Canelo corner saying no, forget it, no. I could see Roy frustrating him and just fucking him up, bro.
I don't
Body
see a
shots
stop.
upstairs, downstairs.
I
I
think
could
the
see a
fight.
TKO.
I don't see Canelo. I
I
don't
could
know,
see
bro.
Canelo team stopping it. I can see it. It'll be just like a David, just like you like. All right, can you picture David Benavidez stopping Canelo TKO?
Yeah. So yeah. I can see him stopping Canelo.
Roy
Um.
was a problem. He was too
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah.
I
He
could
was
see
fast.
first. Yo, just put it like this, right? Floyd Mayweather was giving Canelo Alvarez problems when he stood in front of him and when he was fighting him on the outside. Roy
Yeah.
Jones hit harder than Floyd, and especially if he's
Yeah.
on that shit too with both hands. What?
Mhm. Mhm.
Man, he would have fucked Canelo up, man. And I
Yeah.
don't care what Chat GPT say. Roy Jones would stop Canelo, bro.
All right. Well, we're gonna talk about it right now. This is what Chat
Good,
GPT
good. Wait,
says.
who you got though? You got
I
Roy?
said I got Roy. Yeah, I got Roy.
Copy. All right, so we go see what Chat GPT say.
All right. So a fair matchup would be at 168 or 175, where both men
Mm-hmm.
have had
Prime.
success.
Right.
Style and attributes. Canelo count for style. You got for Canelo counter puncher and pressure fighter. Roy unorthodox, speed based, explosive. Then you got the next category: speed, great but not elite. Roy Jones, exceptional hands and foot speed. That's that leg fighter shit I was telling you about. When he lost them legs, it was over. Then the next category: power. Canelo, heavy-handed body punch specialist. Roy Jones, explosive, sneaky one-punch KO power.
Right. Mm-hmm.
They kind of the fucking damn this attributes alone is kind of given. Yeah. So defense is the next category. Elite head
Roy.
movement and high guard. That's for Canelo. And then for Roy Jones is reflex based, hands down style. All right. And then ring IQ. Canelo high, Roy Jones very high. Chin.
Mm-hmm.
Chin. Canelo
Canelo.
got excellent. Yeah. And then Roy Jones solid in his prime. Yeah, because Canelo never been knocked out. So he's only been stunned once, really. The verdict: Roy Jones wins by decision or a late TKO in a fantasy matchup
Right.
at light heavyweight or super middleweight. Why? Jones' insane athleticism and speed in his prime from 98 to 2003 was unlike anything boxing has seen. He was nearly untouchable, hit like a truck, and could move in and out before opponents could react. Obviously, Canelo will have moments, especially to the body, but Jones movement, and unorthodox angles would likely frustrate him. However, if it went to the scorecards close fight, in modern boxing, Canelo name might sway the judges off his name.
Like a CJ Ross, maybe. If that
Man, if they
motherfucker
was
was right.
first of all, I don't that part I don't agree with that. For the simple fact that if they was both in boxing in their prime, you're gonna be more of a Roy Jones fan than a
That's a
Canelo
fact.
fan.
That is an
Let's
absolute
be
fact.
honest. If we're gonna
That's an
go to
absolute
decision
fact.
off of names alone,
Roy
it would be
Jones.
Canelo. But I get that they said the modern era. But if they was both in their primes, because we supposed to be talking about both in their
Prime,
primes.
right. 168.
Yeah. They said a past prime Roy Jones gets stopped by Canelo, who remains strong into his 30s. Yeah, I
That's
agree
a
with
fact.
that.
That's
Yeah.
a fact.
Yeah, so they got Roy Jones. Yep.
So
And yep.
okay.
So who we
Who's the
got
second?
next? Who we got? Who we got? Who we
Let's
got? Who we
see.
got? Who we got? Muhammad Ali versus Joe Louis.
Damn.
This is one of those where you had to look at the
Shit.
tapes of these niggas because we weren't born.
Joe Louis was a problem. I watched old footage of Joe Louis. He was knocking shit out.
Yeah. Yep. He was. Ali
But
came 10 years
Ali was
after
one of
him.
the first heavyweights to dance though, to move around the ring the way he did, utilize his jab, fight you on the outside, and he had hand speed.
Yeah. And the thing about that, Ali didn't throw no punches to the body either.
Headshot. I got Ali.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Ali too as well. You know what I'm
If
saying? So
anything, I could see a TKO or a 12-round decision.
yeah. And what's the name has been dropped more than what's the name
Ali had better
than
defense.
Ali. Yeah, Ali was better. You know what I'm saying? But they said that Joe Louis is a technical knockout artist. All right, so styles make fights. Ali strengths, ridiculous hand and foot speed, movement angles and reflexes, could take a punch and recover. Psychological warfare. Louis strengths, precision punching, perfect fundamentals, crushing power in both hands, deadly combos, maybe the best 1-2 in heavyweight history. Calm, methodical ring control. So in a scenario of prime Ali, which they saying would be the mid 1960s, and prime versus prime Joe
Joe
Louis,
Louis.
the late 1930s. They said Ali's movement and speed would give Louis serious trouble early on. Louis had issues with fast fighters. For example, Billy Khan gave him fits until being stopped late. Ali was faster, bigger, and harder to hit than Khan, and much tougher. Louis' pressure and punching would still be dangerous if he could cut the ring and time Ali's jab and overhand rights. He could hurt him. But Ali's chin shown against Foreman, Frazier, Shavers was legendary. Tactics: Ali would likely fight at range, dancing, jabbing, taunting. Louis would look to time him and counter any mistakes with deadly combos. We know that. You know what I'm saying? Ali wins by unanimous decision, possibly even dominant. Ali's speed, footwork, and awkward rhythm would likely keep Louis from setting his feet and delivering his classic combinations. In that era, if they fought in that era, yeah, for sure. Because if you bring Joe Louis into the 60s in that era in his prime, and he fought that style, Ali would probably tag the shit out of him. Louis could have moments, especially in the middle of the rounds, if he adjusted, but Ali's chin, stamina, and flair for big moments would carry him through. Yep. Louis' prime was during World War II. He didn't face modern style heavyweights. Yeah. So, yeah, he's like one of those Jack Dempsey. You know what I'm saying?
You know who was also a tough fighter, and I've seen now. We talk about David Tua in the past, and Tua was a knockout artist.
Yeah.
It's only one fighter I've seen in that ring with David Tua, and they went blow for blow. It's
Shannon
David Tua
Briggs?
versus Ike Mike is Ike Akabichi or something like that. He was in his prime when he got locked up for rape allegations.
Oh, yes, I remember him. Yeah, he was a beast. Yeah, he was a beast. He won that fight too, I think, right? Didn't he
hook
win that
for
fight?
hook. I
Yeah.
believe so. Ask GPT just to be clear. I was watching highlights, bro.
We
When
don't
I
know the
tell
name
you
of
hook
the
for
dude. I'm
hook,
gonna go on box rank. Go ahead though.
hook for hook. That was a great fight, man.
Mm-hmm.
They was going toe to toe, like, I couldn't believe it. I ain't never seen nobody take a shot like that from two. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? And
Yep, he
they
was a
went
beast.
at it. He was a problem. So I would want to see Ike. Am I pronouncing his name right? I know I could.
It's yeah,
It's
it's I. They
Ike.
fought
It's Ike
June 7th,
Akabichi,
19.
right?
Yeah, is Ike. I don't know how to fucking say that shit.
Akabichi.
He lost by
So I would love.
unanimous decision.
I would want to know who would win between Ike Akabichi versus Lennox Lewis, because that's a tough fight.
Hold on, I gotta try to fucking figure out how to spell it. Okay, he's right here. Yeah, he was 20-0 with 15 KOs, man.
He was a
Yeah,
problem.
we could ask Chat GPT. I'm
I
gonna
want
ask
to.
him.
Yeah, who will win between Akabichi and Lennox Lewis?
Yeah,
Because that
I'll
dude
ask
was
Chat
tough,
GPT.
man.
Hell yeah, let's see. Let's see. A prime clash between Ike, Abi, whatever, and Lennox Lewis is one of the greatest what ifs in heavyweight boxing match history. Ike was shorter than Lennox Lewis. Ike was damn. Lennox Lewis had a hell of a reach on him too. Reach advantage. His reach was 84. Ike's was 76. Lennox Lewis probably would have beat this guy, to be honest with
Off the
you.
jab, working the jab.
Yeah,
Off the
yeah, he would
jab.
have beat this guy. His
Lennox Lewis
notable
had a great
wins.
jab.
His notable wins was David Tua and Chris Bird for Ike, and then obviously we know Lennox Lewis. He's a fucking legend. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All right, so Style, one of the biggest what ifs in heavyweight history. That's Ike. Insane work rate for a heavyweight, through over 900 punches versus Tua. Granite chin, absorbed bombs from Tua and didn't flinch. Always pressing,
Right.
never took a backward step. Lennox Lewis great at controlling range with the jab, smart tactical, knew when to brawl and win the box.
Nice
Could
1-2.
fight tall and smother inside fighters. Vulnerable only when careless. McCall and Rockline, obviously we know that. Hey, we saw what happened in those rematches too. It did the fight strength that matters. With Ike's pressure, he would try to force Lewis into an uncomfortable exchange. Lewis IQ, he would use a jab to keep Ike outside, control the pace, punish him with rights and uppercuts. Was you cut off the ring? Oh, those are questions. Verdict, likely outcome. Lennox Lewis by unanimous decision or late TKO in rounds 9 or 12. What says Lewis's size, reach, and ring generalship would keep Ike at bay more often than not. Ike never faced anyone with Lennox's combination in size, power, or composure. Eventually, Lewis would accumulate damage, and especially with an uppercut as Ike tried to bulldoze his way in. Alternate scenario: if Lewis gets drawn into a battle like versus Mercer, Ike has a real chance to break him down and stop him late. His chin pressure and output are a nightmare if you're not 100% focused. That's true too. If they say he threw
Yo,
900 punches against David Tua,
bro. I
yeah,
seen Tua land clean on his dudes. Those shots I seen Tua land on other fighters. They went night night, bro. They
yeah.
started counting sheep, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
They said
so
this
I
is
don't.
a
Yo,
They said this is a true 60-40 fight favoring Lennox Lewis due to experience, size, and proven greatness. Ike might have become an all-time great, but never faced anyone like Lennox Lewis. Lewis fought and beat the best of his generation. That's fair because the dude didn't get a chance. Lennox Lewis, Chris Bird
right.
is
His
the only
career
names
was
I
pretty
recognize.
much cut short in the prime of his career.
Yep, that's
So
a
you said
fact.
20 wins, 0 losses, and 15 knockouts, right?
Yeah, correct. Yep. All right,
That would have been a good fight.
let's do one. Oh, we did this one already. Let's do wait, hold on. Let's do one more. One more. Oh, there you go.
Sugar
Sugar
Ray
Ray
Leonard,
Leonard versus Sugar Ray
Sugar Ray
Robinson.
Robinson.
Who
Damn,
you got?
damn. I'm gonna have to go with Sugar Ray Robinson.
See, the thing is like with a lot of these people, like, we be like kind of quick to say, yeah, because this person dominated, got all these wins and all this shit in that era. But like, you got to think about the time when these guys was fighting.
No, yeah, I know, but I look at I watch a lot of videos of Sugar Ray Robinson, and that dude had power in both hands. I mean, he
Yeah,
was able to move back then. I mean, again, that's why we have Chat GPT. So you're gonna have a Sugar Ray in his prime, Sugar Ray Robinson in his prime, and then a Sugar Ray Leonard in his prime. Again, I
Yeah,
understand as far as the quality of opponents is very, very important too. But yo,
yeah,
that
for
dude,
sure.
he knocked out a lot. He put a lot of shit to sleep, and he also killed somebody in that ring too. Um,
Yeah.
I'm just curious to hear what Chat GPT has to say on who do you got winning.
I'm going with Sugar Ray Leonard. I don't give a fuck
Okay,
about none of them niggas that fought back in the day.
gotta pay homage. Hey, your boy got his name from Sugar Ray Robinson. He was a
I mean,
fan.
that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. But guess what? The Nature Boy Ric Flair is better than the Nature Boy Buddy Rogers.
Hey, but you gotta always pay homage though.
Yeah, his homage was by taking his name. We also got a Sugar Shane Mosley, so
That's right. That's true.
yeah. All right, but anyway, and a Sugar Rashard Evans if you want to go UFC. But anyway,
That's a fact.
um, reach advantage go to Sugar Ray Leonard. Height advantage go to Robinson. They say in the fight will most likely be at welterweight. Style
Mm,
comparison: Ray Leonard, dynamic boxer puncher, could box slickly or brawl when needed. Elite reflexes and a fast jab and deadly flurries. Best when rising to occasion. He's a clutch fighter. Ray Robinson, prototype for all modern boxers, could KO you backing up, which is extremely rare. Which Sugar Ray Leonard, I think, won't even have to worry about because he's going to be backing up. Creative punch variety, fast pivots, seamless footwork, insane volume and flow between offense and defense. Okay. Right now, it sounded like they about to have it going towards Robinson. Offense versus offense. Both had elite speed, combination punching, but Robinson had more of a natural knockout power and could switch gears better in mid round. Defense. Leonard was slightly more refined defensively, trained in the modern era, used the full guard and shoulder feints. Robinson relied on subtle slips and footwork, effective, but slightly more hittable at times.
mm.
On points for Sugar Ray Leonard could win on points. He ain't got to knock the nigga out in boxing.
That's
You know what I'm
true.
saying?
That's true.
Ring IQ
That's
and adaptability. Both was tactically brilliant. Leonard made in-fight adjustments. Example: Hearns won. While Robinson had unmatched creativity and offense. That nigga Roy Jones will whoop his ass.
oh no.
At middleweight. All right. Prime versus Prime. 47. Sugar Ray Robinson wins by razor close decision.
Mm,
Split or unanimous. 8-4 or
mm,
7-5. Robinson's natural rhythm, angles, and superior punching power likely give him just the edge. Leonard
mm,
will have flurries and rallies, but maybe even still some late rounds late. But Robinson's versatility and relentless offense would impress the judges even more. X factor. If Robinson gets the right game plan, no, if Leonard gets the right game plan like he did against Hearns, he could absolutely win. He was that brilliant. But Robinson had freakish gifts and operated at high speeds for 15 rounds, like a middleweight with the speed of a featherweight. What if he was juicing back then?
mm. We never fucking know.
Yeah. So
We'll
they
never
saying
know.
okay, there's the score. The 15. If they were saying if they was to fight 15 rounds, they said the score. Judge one scored 144, 141 for Robinson. Judge two 143, 142 Leonard. Did Judge three 145, 140 Robinson.
Mm.
That's crazy, ain't
I
it?
don't think I think he would have. I think he
They
might have.
said it.
He would have hurt Lennox. I
They,
said Lennox. He would have hurt Sugar Ray Leonard.
they
He would
said
have hurt him.
two of the most complete fighters ever. No wrong answer, but Robinson was just a touch more transcendent. Transcendent. All right, cool. All right, cool.
Robinson.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm still going
That's
with Sugar Ray Leonard, nigga. I ain't changing my
hey.
mind because of Chat GPT. That shit don't know
Hey.
everything.
right, right.
Mm-hmm.
No, but I
Hell
got you.
yeah.
I would see Sugar Ray stopping I'm sorry, Sugar Ray Robinson stopping Leonard, man. I can
Okay.
see that. Especially it depends on which Leonard you're gonna get. Because
Yeah.
you got the Leonard who came out and tried to go toe to toe with hands of stone, which was Durant. He came straight forward and he lost.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have the other Sugar Ray Leonard, who actually tried the one that fought Marvin Hagler was the one who basically tried to, use
He was
he
stealing
fought
rounds. Yeah.
with the amateurs, with the
Yeah.
amateur style,
Yeah.
with the little flurries at
Yeah.
the end of the
Yeah.
round, then
Last
get
30
in the back.
seconds of every
Right.
round. Yeah.
No, I think did he say, was he saying 30? I think he was telling him to say 30.
I
It was
think it was
30
30.
and then 10, right? 30, 10. 10 rounds, 10
Yeah.
seconds left. And he would go in there with the little amateur flurries because you're still touching him.
Yeah.
And he's still rounds like that.
Yeah.
So I believe,
That's the last
but I
thing the
don't,
judge saw for 30
right.
seconds.
30, flourish. Looking real
Mhm.
busy in there.
Smart fighter. And he probably could have adapted to that, you know what I'm saying, to Robinson's style. But who knows? It's only dream matches, and we all entitled
That's
to
a
our
fact.
opinion, just like Chat GPT. Anyway, y'all, that's all we got for y'all this week, man. Make sure y'all like and subscribe, as always, to the Broken Mute Button Network. And follow us on all social media platforms, as always, including Rumble, man. Y'all got to start getting hit with Rumble. Rumble is where it's at, man.
Right.
Holla at us. We out of here.
Rumble ready all day, every day. We see y'all next week. I hope y'all enjoy the fights that they have scheduled this weekend.
Yeah.
And let us know who y'all going for, who y'all got Plant or Charlo if they fight. And don't forget, we got Davis coming up too pretty soon, right? Keyshawn Davis.
Oh, yeah, Keyshawn Davis and
Keyshawn coming up pretty
Abdullah
soon
Mesa
too.
on the card too as well. But yeah, Keyshawn Davis versus Edwin De Los Santos. I want to know y'all predictions too as well. But anyway, like I said, go ahead, Keith.
And also, if y'all have any dream matches, hit us up in the chat.
Yeah,
Hit us up,
we'll put them on. Yeah,
and we'll put them on there. Definitely. Y'all, we the boxing community, so if there's anything that y'all want, let us know, so we could put it on. We could definitely put it on there, man. If y'all want to come on the show too, let us know.
Always welcome.
Let us know.
Yeah, I seen Gio pulled up, and I'm definitely gonna holler at Gio because I definitely want to do a UFC show with him, talk MMA with him for sure. All right, y'all. We out of here. Like and subscribe. Holla. You already know.